What's up? It's Lindsay here, and I'm here with video number 2 on emotional eating. If you did not see my first video, make sure you go back and check that out because we're gonna build on top of that today. So my second tip around emotional eating is to recognize when you're eating like a dieter, or recognize when you're coming from diet mindset. So we don't even have to be on a diet to be thinking like a person on a diet. And why do we want to avoid that? So first of all, the reason that we want to avoid it is thinking like a dieter, coming from a place of diet mindset, can lead to increased binge eating sessions. It can lead to obsession around food, feelings of deprivation. It can lead to a decreased sense of willpower around food. Now, what does it look like if I'm thinking like a dieter? So I'm going to give you some examples. So example number 1 is not trusting yourself around food. So if you've ever told yourself, oh, I cannot have that in my house, I would eat all of it, or keep me away from that food, I still catch myself doing this. I still have to call myself out when I say this to myself. But if you think that you really can't have food around you because you just can't be trusted, you're out of control around it, you are thinking like a person on a diet. That's diet mindset. Number 2 is if you have what I call the Last Supper syndrome. So this is something, again, I've done this one too. So this is when you tell yourself this is your last time eating whatever type of meal, and you're gonna start your new life, your new diet the next day, or on Monday, or after the holidays, whatever it may be. So maybe you have a plate of burger and fries and you go all out and you eat everything, and then you order dessert and you're like, I'm gonna start my new diet on Monday, so this is the last time I can eat this stuff, and you go all out. That's the Last Supper syndrome, and that is a sign of diet mindset. Number 3 is bandwagon thinking. So where you think that you have fallen off the bandwagon. If you've ever told yourself, oh, I'm just off track, I need to get back on track on Monday, again, back on track after the holidays or after this vacation, you feel like you fell off of the bandwagon and you need to get back on. This is thinking like a dieter. Number 4 is judging your food. If you look at your plate of food and you're like, I am so good, or this is so bad. I hear clients say this all the time where they say, oh, I was really good today. Oh, it was really bad the last 2 weeks. When we do a check-in, they'll tell me they were so bad. You're not good or bad for eating food. Food is just food. Your morality is not attached to what you choose to eat. So if you judge food as good or bad, then again, that's a sign of a diet mindset. The 5th sign of a diet mindset is having feelings of guilt or shame or embarrassment around food. So this is where you maybe eat a lot of something and you start to guilt yourself, you shame yourself, you beat yourself up a little bit about it. Maybe you're embarrassed over what you ate and you hide it. I've been there where I have hidden wrappers, I've hidden empty boxes, buried it in the bottom of the trash so nobody had any idea what I did because I was so embarrassed. Those feelings of guilt, shame, and embarrassment, it's not healthy around food, and that's definitely a sign that we're thinking like a dieter. And then last one is thinking that you personally lack willpower, or there's something wrong with you. This is when we start to maybe watch somebody else who eats differently than us and we think, well, she just has willpower. There's something wrong with me. I can't control myself around food. I have no willpower. There is just something I wish I could fix myself, because if I could just get willpower, I would just be able to change my relationship with food. Okay, those are some of the signs of diet mindset. And like I said, I relate to a couple of those. I still have to catch myself and remind myself that no, that's not a healthy way of looking at food. And I have to call myself out when I start to fall into some of these categories. So we want to make sure that we're able to identify the ways that we use diet mindset. Again, we don't even have to be on a diet to be thinking like this, and awareness is key. We cannot know where we're going if we don't know where we are. So I want you to just take a couple days and think about your relationship with food and really pay attention to how you look at food. Are you judging the food that you eat? Are you judging yourself for what you choose to do around food? Are you judging your lack of willpower around food? Or are you doing any of these 6 things that I just shared with you? And just create that awareness around it. It takes time to unlearn this thinking. We have been trained to think like this around food, and it's truly an unlearning process. I'm going to be walking people through this process step by step in a 4-week emotional eating course. It's going to start on April 15th. It's only $30. And if you have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out and DM me. And if you have any questions or comments about what I shared with you today, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.